What if two US K9 teams fought the Aztec Empire? It's 1519. The Aztec Empire is at its absolute peak. Tenochtitlan, the capital, is one of the largest cities on Earth. Over 200,000 people, bigger than London, bigger than Paris. And protecting it? An army unlike anything in the Western Hemisphere. The Aztec warriors, the Jaguar Knights, the Eagle warriors, men who have trained their entire lives for one purpose: to fight, to conquer, to capture. Their military machine has swallowed dozens of rival city-states. They don't just defeat enemies, they absorb them. And right now, 40,000 of those warriors are assembled on a wide open plain outside the city, ready for battle. Now drop two US military K9 teams into that world. Not an army, not a tank, not a drone strike. Two handlers, two dogs, for lives against 40,000 warriors. So what actually happens? Let's start with who these warriors actually are, because calling them primitive would be the biggest mistake you could make. The Aztec military is a professional fighting force. Every male citizen trains for combat, starting in childhood. By the time a warrior reaches the battlefield, he has years of discipline, unit tactics, and psychological conditioning behind him. Their elite units are terrifying. The Jaguar warriors wear full jaguar skin suits, not for show. The thick hide provides real protection against obsidian blades and low-powered projectiles. They carry a weapon called the Atlatl, a wooden club lined with obsidian blades. Obsidian is one of the sharpest naturally occurring materials on Earth. Sharper than surgical steel. One strike from a Atlatl can sever a limb cleanly. The Eagle warriors are the shock troops. Fast, aggressive, trained to close distance, and engage in brutal close-quarters combat. And then there are the ranged fighters, Atlatl throwers, using a spear-throwing device that launches projectiles at speeds up to 100 miles per hour. Accurate at 30 yards, dangerous at 60. They also carry composite bows and slings that can launch stones with enough force to crack bone through leather armor. 40,000 of these men, organized, disciplined, battle-hardened. Their goal in warfare is not just to kill, it's to capture. Warriors gain status by capturing enemies alive for sacrifice, which means they will not simply shoot from a distance. They will try to surround, overwhelm, and close in. That matters a lot. We'll come back to that. Now let's talk about what two US military K9 teams actually bring to a fight. A standard US military working dog team consists of one handler and one dog. Usually a Belgian Malinois, the breed of choice for special operations units. These aren't pets. These are trained weapon systems. The average military Malinois weighs 55 to 65 pounds of pure fast twitch muscle. Top speed, 30 miles per hour. They can reach a running target in under 2 seconds from 30 feet away. Their bite force clocks in at over 700 pounds per square inch. Enough to crush bone, penetrate ballistic vests, and lock onto a target regardless of what that target does to resist. But the dog is only half the equation. The handler is typically a trained military operator. Each handler carries an M4 carbine, 30-round magazine, effective range 500 yards, firing 5.56 millimeters rounds at 3,000 feet per second. A Glock 19 sidearm with 15 rounds. 4 spare magazines, giving 120 additional rifle rounds. 2 fragmentation grenades. Night vision goggles. A tactical radio for coordination between the two teams. And body armor rated to stop most projectiles that aren't modern firearms. 2 handlers, 2 dogs, total team 4. Now here's the thing that makes this matchup genuinely fascinating. This isn't just firepower versus numbers. It's about terrain, tactics, psychology, and the one thing no ancient army has ever faced before. A weapon that cannot be reasoned with, cannot be bribed, cannot be intimidated, and closes the distance faster than any human alive. Let's set the scenario. The two K9 teams are moving through open terrain, a wide valley outside Tenochtitlan. Their gear works. Their radios work, though there's nobody to call. Their ammunition is exactly what they loaded before the mission. Limited, finite, precious. Ahead of them, the Aztec force stretches across the horizon. 40,000 warriors in formation. Drums beating, conch shells blowing. The ground is trembling. Sergeant Davis drops to one knee and scans through his rifle scope. He can see the front lines clearly. Jaguar warriors in the center. Eagle warriors on the flanks. Atlatl throwers spread across the rear. Sergeant Cole pulls his dog tight and radios Davis. "We've got maybe 60 seconds before they close within bow range." "What's the play?" Davis does the math fast. 120 rounds in the rifle, 30 in the pistol, 2 grenades, and a dog that can cover ground faster than any of those warriors can react. The play is not to stand and fight 40,000 men head-on. The play is to use every single advantage modern training gives you, and make sure the Aztecs never get to use theirs. The Aztec advance begins. Thousands of warriors start moving forward in organized waves. The front line carries large wooden shields, chamali, reinforced with hide and decorated with feathers. They're designed to stop arrows and Atlatl darts. They are absolutely not designed to stop a 5.56 mm NATO round traveling at 3,000 feet per second. Davis sights in at 400 yards and begins firing controlled, deliberate shots. Each trigger pull drops a warrior. The men around the fallen warrior don't understand what's happening. They've never heard a gunshot. To them, it sounds like a crack of thunder from a clear sky. A man simply falls. Panic begins to ripple through the ranks. But 40,000 men don't panic all at once. The commanders, the veteran Jaguar Knights, push the lines forward. They've seen fear before. They know how to absorb losses and keep advancing. The front line closes to 300 yards. The Atlatl throwers in the back launch their first volley. Dozens of heavy darts arc through the air, an impressive display of range and power for the era. Davis and Cole hear them coming. They move. Not much. 10 yards left, 10 yards right. The darts land where they were standing. At 200 yards, Davis throws his first grenade. The explosion rips through the front rank. The concussive blast, the shrapnel, the smoke. The Aztec warriors have no reference point for this. Their bravest men in the front line scramble backward. For just a moment, the advance stalls. Cole releases his dog. The Malinois hits 30 miles per hour in 3 strides. To the Aztec warriors, this animal is something out of myth. They have dogs in their culture, but not like this. Not a dog wearing tactical armor, moving with absolute focused aggression, completely silent until it's already on top of you. The dog tears through the leading edge of the advance, not killing, but disrupting, biting, releasing, moving. Its handler is watching from cover, guiding with hand signals. The warriors in front break formation, trying to deal with the animal. Some swing their macuaweagle weapons. The dog is too fast. It has been trained specifically to avoid blade strikes. It feints, bites, withdraws. The psychological effect is extraordinary. Aztec warriors are trained to face human opponents. They know how to read a person's movements, anticipate attacks, coordinate against multiple fighters. They do not know how to maintain unit discipline against something that behaves like no animal they have ever encountered. Cole calls the dog back with a single command. The animal returns instantly and takes cover beside its handler. The Aztec front line has stopped advancing. They're looking at each other, looking at their commanders. Something is deeply wrong with this fight, and every warrior in that front rank knows it. The K9 teams don't stay in one place. This is critical. Modern military doctrine against a numerically superior force is simple. Never let them fix your position. Keep moving. Use terrain. Force the enemy to react to you rather than the other way around. Davis and Cole fall back to a rocky rise. High ground, natural cover on 3 sides, clear sight lines in every direction. The Aztec commanders adapt. They're not stupid. They send lighter, faster units, runners, to flank wide around both sides of the rise. 500 warriors moving fast, trying to get around and cut off any escape route. Cole spots them through his scope. He radios Davis. 500 on the left flank, moving fast. 300 yards and closing. Davis takes the right side. Cole takes the left. They begin firing in controlled bursts. Not suppression, but precision. Every round has to count. At this range, in open terrain, the M4 is devastating. Warriors fall in groups. The flanking movement slows, then stops. The survivors take cover behind rocks and scrubland. But there's not much cover on open plain. Then the Aztecs try something different. Fire. Warriors with torches ignite the dry grass upwind of the rise. A wall of smoke and flame begins rolling toward the K9 team's position. Davis and Cole make the call. Fall back. They move. using the smoke as cover, relocating 200 yards to a secondary position they'd already identified. When the Aztec warriors push through the smoke expecting to find the Americans trapped, they find nothing. The dogs are already watching them from the new position. Here's where the technology gap becomes absolute. Aztec warfare does not happen at night. This is not a cultural preference, it's practical. You cannot coordinate 40,000 warriors in darkness. Signals don't work. Formations collapse. Friendly fire becomes as dangerous as the enemy. The Aztec commanders order the army to make camp. They post guards. They light fires. They plan a full assault at dawn. Davis and Cole flip down their night vision monoculars. The world goes green. Every Aztec campfire is now a beacon. Every guard position is lit up like a lighthouse. The entire perimeter of the Aztec camp is visible with perfect clarity at 200 yards. The K9 teams spend the night systematically reducing the Aztec command structure. They target the largest tents, the ones surrounded by the most guards. They target the warriors wearing the most elaborate costumes, because rank and status are on full display in Aztec military culture. The highest-ranking commanders wear the most distinctive headdresses and capes. From 300 yards, in complete darkness, those headdresses are targeting indicators. By 3 in the morning, multiple senior commanders have been taken out of the fight. The Aztec force still has tens of thousands of warriors, but the men who know how to coordinate them are gone. Dawn. The Aztec army wakes to find their commanders dead, their flanking force decimated, and 2 impossible enemies still alive somewhere in the terrain. The remaining leadership makes a decision. Total assault. Every warrior, every direction, overwhelmed through sheer mass. 40,000 men begin moving. Davis and Cole are low on ammunition now. Between them, roughly 60 rifle rounds, 30 pistol rounds, 1 grenade each. The dogs are exhausted but still combat ready. They look at each other. Davis keys his radio. We're not stopping 40,000 men with 60 rounds. Cole nods. No, but we don't have to stop them. We just have to survive long enough that they stop themselves. Here's the truth about mass assaults against a force that cannot be seen, cannot be caught, and cannot be predicted. The Aztec warriors are experiencing something their entire military tradition has no answer for. They cannot capture these enemies. They cannot surround them. The K9 teams keep moving. Every time they push in one direction, fire comes from somewhere else. And the dogs keep appearing without warning. No sound, no signal, just sudden contact, then gone. Morale is collapsing, not because the warriors are cowards. They are absolutely not cowards. But human psychology has limits. Warriors can accept dying in a charge. They cannot psychologically process an enemy that kills from 400 yards, moves in darkness, and sends an animal that cannot be intimidated. By midday, the Aztec advance has fragmented. Units are moving without coordination. The command structure is gone. Warriors are looking at each other for leadership that isn't there. The withdrawal begins. Not a rout. These are trained soldiers. But a fighting retreat. Organized. Deliberate. And as the last Aztec formations pull back over the horizon, 2 handlers and 2 dogs sit on a rocky rise in a valley outside Tenochtitlan. Alive. So who wins? The K9 teams. But let's be honest about why. It's not just firepower. 2 men with rifles run out of ammunition eventually. Against 40,000 warriors, pure firepower alone doesn't get you home. What wins this fight is the combination of things the Aztec Empire has simply never encountered. Precision at range. Warriors who can kill at 400 yards don't give the Aztec army the close-quarters fight they're trained for. Night superiority. Night vision technology removes the one window where a massive force could regroup, reorganize, and coordinate effectively. Psychological disruption. The dogs. Don't underestimate this. Military working dogs have been used in modern combat specifically because of their psychological impact. In 2011, the assault on Osama bin Laden's compound included a K9 unit for exactly this reason. Against warriors who have never faced anything like it, the effect is multiplied enormously. In mobility, modern military training emphasizes surviving against superior numbers by refusing to be fixed. Move, engage, relocate, repeat. The Aztec Empire conquered half a continent. Their warriors were genuinely among the most effective fighting forces of their era. Against another 15th century army, They win almost every time. But 2K9 teams aren't a 15th century army. There's something 1519 has no answer for. And that's why the dogs come home. What do you think? Could the Aztec commanders have found a different strategy to change the outcome? Drop it in the comments below. And if you want to see what happens when another modern force faces history's greatest armies, the next video is already on your screen. Thanks for watching.